Heavy metal was something that I just fell into. I was doing classical studies. I went to high school during the new metal movement, so of course I was familiar with a lot of bands like Kitty and Chevelle and Korn and Slipknot and everything. You know, that was like my introduction to metal. But metal kind of fell back into me with my classical studies. People are like, oh, you're studying classical, you would like Nightwish and Camelot and Epica, and then I just fell right back into it because classical playing and studies, they just go hand in hand. It's crazy, and I haven't been able to leave. I'm here. And I feel like I have to fight 5 times harder to prove myself. You know, there's even incidences today where people just talk to me like I'm a child, and I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm sorry, but anyone else can act this way, and no one gives them shit. And I'm behind by 5 minutes, and I'm like the enemy of the entire tour. You know what I mean? It's really messed up. I mean, I still deal with it, and you just got to stay strong and like let things roll off your back, which is hard. I really had strong role models. I mean, I had Gwen Stefani, I had Shirley Manson, I had Amy Lee, and then I had the girls in Kitty. And I felt really lucky. Like, they were women who really valued their talent over a lot of like the shallow pursuits that are very prominent in today's world. I just want to be real with people, because I feel if people are looking up to me as a role model, which is still something I'm accepting, but I'm doing my best with, it's like I want them to have someone real. I don't want them to have someone who's kind of giving them a false idea of what's really going on. I want to show them what's actually happening behind the camera, and I feel like the women I looked up to in high school were very good at that. They were very real with the world. They just, you know, they taught me to be a really good musician and artist and songwriter, and I feel really lucky that I had role models like that. I mean, I never feel the pressure to, you know, strip down and take off my clothes. I never feel the pressure to have this aesthetically pleasing life on Instagram and social media. We as women are very emotional and nurturing, and it's like when we get criticism and someone says something about us, we take it to heart. And, you know, I'm one of those people who I absorb everything and I process it, and I want to be better and I want to do better, and I do work very hard. I do. And Bjork said it best, you know, something men have to say once, women have to say 5 times. When you learn to just stop and ask yourself, is this really a true reflection of me? No. Okay. And then you realize, wow, that just makes them look like a disrespectful misogynist at the end of the day, or chauvinist, or whatever the heck they are in the vein of sexism. I try not to play the sexism card too much, but there are some days where it's literally like, I think you just have a problem with me because I'm a woman. I mean, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm at the point when these things happen. If this happens to me, do I learn self-defense so I can like spring their finger when they do it? Like, what do I do? What do I do to get the message across? It just feels like words aren't enough anymore. I mean, there is the hashtag #MeToo movement, and things settled down and got quiet after that. I noticed that the sexism wasn't as bad within the industry after that happened. But, I mean, I don't feel that it's enough. We're judged so horribly for everything. Guys just have this, like, get out of jail free card for some reason, and I just don't understand it. It's strange, like, there's so much respect amongst each other, but then when it comes to me, they feel like they have to like babysit me and tell me what I need to be doing, and it's not like I'm not doing it. I'm on top of things and doing my best job. You know, there is dark humor, but there is a point where it just becomes a little too abusive, and there are some people who've been through things in their life and it can trigger things, and, you know, I wish that they'd just be like, oh, that person's not laughing. Maybe I shouldn't make these jokes anymore. I think what needs to happen, and I hope is the next generation brought up will abolish this idea that the woman is the weaker and the lesser. I just wish this world was a kinder place, but I think it's what you focus on. If you focus on the positive, you will have more of a positive life. If you continue to feed and dwell on the negative, you will have a very negative life. And I think that's what it boils down to. I'm just trying to do the best I can with what I got. I think that's more than enough. You get up there and you just become this entity and this force and this power, and feeding off the energy of the crowd is fantastic. And I feel like one with the guys on stage. I feel like we're this whole incredible live unit. I just want equality for both genders. I really do. I don't want anyone to deal with this anymore. It's exhausting. I'm always tired. I mean, I have my good days, and what it comes down to is I have surrounded myself with a group of very strong women. And women in power, and women who look out for me and protect me. And I feel very blessed for that.